This is Ken from the Tama booth. Big thing from Tama this year is that it is our 40th anniversary. So we're doing sort of a greatest hits collection. We're doing a 40th anniversary snare series that represents what we think is some of our best work from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and onward. These are reissues with some tweaks, because here we have the chance to go back and fix whatever we thought were weak spots. So reissues, but better than the original. The first one starting out, the one that put us on the map back in the day, back in the 1970s, was Superstar. We're doing them in a maple and a mahogany. Another really famous drum for us, this would be later on, is the bell brass snare. Every major studio has a bell brass snare. It's probably one of the best known quality drums that we've ever made. The bell brass is known for having a really wide range of dynamics. You can play it softly, there's a lot of juice there, or when you crack it, you can be heard over a PA system. It's a pretty amazing drum. The next one is the Rosewood reissue. Rosewood, this was also, as a drum builder, an advance for us, because rosewood was considered too hard of a material to try to make a drum out of. And through some innovative drum building techniques, we were actually able to pull it off. We played with a lot of different hardwoods, and then found the key with rosewood. Rosewood's an absolutely amazing sounding tone wood, and it's like nothing else. What we have there is the Star Classic G Maple snare. Again, an extremely versatile drum. When the Star Classic burst onto the scene, we pretty much filled our roster with every drummer in the business. Most of those Star Classic advances were about thin shell, but in the case of the snare, it's about a much more thicker, richer maple shell. From the 21st century here, we have a Starphonic steel snare. The big jump there was steel snares were being made, but they were being made out of a plate that was bent. And so when you bend something and tighten something that much, it tends to just ring without having any real depth to it. Instead, we took the approach of creating a die-cast snare. So there is no tension on the snare, and suddenly, instead of having just that kind of high-end irritating crack, what you had was a full, rich, loud sound. This is just part of our new products line. Make sure you go to tama.com and check out what else we have.